I know it shouldn't surprise you to hear me say this, but the Democrats are defending pro-terrorist and pro-Hamas students who are here in the United States on a visa, okay? It's one thing for an American citizen to have some crazy beliefs, and we can talk about that in another video, but when you are here on a student visa and you are calling for the destruction of America and you are supporting terrorists on our soil, there is no place for you. And Josh Hawley just put on a masterclass in front of a Democrat witness when the Democrat witness was defending these students. He is going viral for all the right reasons. Let's get right into it. But before we do, my name is Clayton Kearns from TrendingPolitics.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a ton. So let's get right into this here. Josh Hawley, as the headline here says, absolutely loses it on the witness defending, his name is Mahmoud Khalil. And so basically, he is a student here in the United States. Well, he just got deported. He was leading rallies, pro-Palestine rallies. This is him right here, right there in that sweater, leading pro-Palestine rallies, pro-terrorist rallies right here in the United States. And we let him in here on a visa. Just take a look at this quick video. Telling people, make some noise as he is supporting these horrible terrorist groups. So let's take a look at this and then let's break it down.
Mr. Stern, if I could just start with you. I see that 5 or 6 days ago you gave an interview in which you said that the removal of Mahmoud Khalil, the pro-Hamas foreign rioter, is a form of McCarthyism and makes Jewish students less safe. Now, this is an individual who has been accused of endorsing and espousing terrorist activity, who has been accused of lying on his application to a green card in the United States, who's currently being sued for terrorizing and assaulting Jewish students. Do you stand by your view that trying to remove him is a form of McCarthyism?
Absolutely, Senator.
Why in the world would that be the case?
Let me answer. He hasn't been charged with the crime. The clear predicate for this, White House said, was handing out pro-Hamas propaganda. When you start talking about people's views and what they're talking about in the public square as a basis for discrimination, and then the effect on Jewish students, it's not just the fact that Jews may be seen as, well, we're pushing this and that's going to happen. The way that this is going to harm Jewish students is it harms the academy.
Wait a minute. My time is limited. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just wait a minute. I've got to correct numerous inaccuracies there. Number one, as you very well know, United States law says that a non-citizen is inadmissible for entry into this country if they, and I quote, endorse or espouse terrorist activity or persuade others to do the same. That same law provides you can be removed for the same reasons. That is what Mr. Khalil has been accused of. He has further been accused of by the United States government lying on his visa application. That on its own would be sufficient to remove him from this country. He is being sued as you and I sit here in New York court by the victims of October 7th for terrorizing and assaulting Jewish students, unlawfully taking over and damaging public university property, and physically assaulting Columbia University employees.
Let this sink in here, okay? Because the left is going to look at this guy and say, well, he hasn't been charged on XYZ. If these accusations are stacking up time after time after time again, if you're getting accused of assaulting people, you're accused of lying, there's obviously evidence to back up these claims. No one's just making this stuff up. And again, it's one thing when an American citizen has some crazy beliefs. Like I said, that's a video for another day. But when you are here as an immigrant and you get to benefit from everything that our country offers you, and you are espousing these types of beliefs where you are supporting terrorists, there is no room for you here in this country. And the fact that this witness is continuing to defend it is absolute insanity.
And you're telling me that it's McCarthyism to remove this individual?
Senator, the deportation was started before that lawsuit, before that second question about what he was saying on his forms.
No, this is what the government has alleged in open court, Mr. Stern. This is the basis for their removal proceedings. And our law makes clear if you endorse or espouse terrorist activity, you can be removed from this country. He has done so. He's been accused of doing so from the beginning. He's been accused of lying to get into the country. I'm amazed that you're saying that this is McCarthyism.
Senator, you weren't here when I quoted part of what Justice Brandeis was talking about the back at a case where there's somebody that was convicted for supporting the Communist Party because they were talking about violence as a political solution. And Brandeis cautioned us that this type of robust speech, as long...
This isn't speech. Lying on a visa application is not speech. Seeking to assault Columbia University employees and Jewish students is not speech.
Let that sink in. He's just sitting here saying, we can't discriminate. This is free speech. This is free speech in a public square. Not when you are here on a visa. Not when the government is allowing you to be here by their own grace, by giving you a visa. And he's literally has been accused of assaulting Jewish students. We're not talking about just some random opinion he's talking about in a class. He is espousing violence and encouraging it, and this is not something that we can stand for. Let me know if you agree in the comments.
You are defending an individual who has espoused the destruction of this country, the destruction of the state of Israel, the destruction of Jews, and has taken actions in furtherance of the same. You've also said that investigating the 60 colleges and universities that are currently under investigation by the Trump administration for anti-Semitism is a form of weaponizing anti-Semitism for political benefit. You're opposed to investigating these institutions for anti-Semitism?
Senator, I've been very clear that OCR has a very important role, that there are complaints that should go through the process. When you start using the Department of Justice and threatening universities' funding...
You are opposed, I just want to get this on the record, you are opposed to investigating Columbia University and others for anti-Semitism?
No.
That's what you said 6 days ago.
I am not opposed to doing it the right way.
What does that mean, doing it the right way?
Not to claw back funds, not to say we're holding you ransom. We're getting your faculty, Jewish...
You were asked about an investigation for failing to protect Jewish students, and you said that's just weaponizing anti-Semitism. It makes students less safe.
It is when the Department of Justice has a list of places they want to go to. The Senator Markey's question...
Oh, I heard Senator Markey's questions. I heard his whole speech. I thought it was insane. I just want to say for the record, I thought it was totally insane. And I think your positions are similarly insane. I think the idea that we would bend over backwards to hug and kiss and make nice to a pro-Hamas rioter, because that's what Khalil is, and that we would say, we can't remove him, and that makes Jewish students less safe on our campuses? That's nuts.
Literally, that is liberal logic, and that's what this man here in the glasses is trying to, Mr. Cern, that is what he is trying to defend. Basically, what he's saying is, yes, if we remove these people, somehow the Jewish students are going to be less safe. Somehow, if we remove the people who is calling for violence against Jews, and if we remove the people who is supporting Hamas, that's going to make Jewish students less safe. This is incredible.
That's nuts. To Rabbi Saberstein's point, if you look at American history, the times where Jews were most vulnerable was during the Palmer raids in World War I, when there was political...
Jews are vulnerable now on our campuses because of people like Khalil, and I want to say for the record, I'm glad he's gone, and I hope he never comes back.
And that deserves applause. So if you are happy that Khalil is gone and out of this country, comment below and let me know. Comment below and say, I am glad, if you are glad that Khalil... I mean, just, again, take a look at this video. All of these people who support Hamas, sitting here on U.S. soil, they're holding a rally. Yet Trump supporters cannot hold a rally without being called some of the most despicable names ever. Look at this. Look at this. They have images of these terrorist leaders. Absolute insanity. And so let me know what you think about this. This is the fact that we have people like this who are supporting students who are here on a visa and who are supporting terrorists. This is absolutely disgusting. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know what you think of Josh Hawley and if you agree with what he was saying. Talk to you soon.